I'm Anthony and I've just turned 59. 2 weeks ago I uploaded a muscle up tutorial video. That video has now had over 500,000 views in just 2 weeks, so I thought I'd better make another. So I would just like to say a really big thank you to everybody who watched that video. Now the swing is really important in the muscle up, and I'm going to put down a couple of markers. The red one is where you start the swing, and the yellow one is where you point your toes at the end of the swing. When your toes reach the yellow marker, that's when you start to pull. Not before and not after. I like to add chalk to my hands as it gives you that extra little bit of grip. Resistance bands are a great way to learn the muscle up, and in some cases you may find you need to use more than one at a time. So in this demonstration I'm using the green, which is my thickest band, and the purple, which is the second thickest band, at the same time. Keep your legs together and your body straight, and when you hit that yellow marker, just pull like there's no tomorrow. So as you can see, using two bands can make it considerably easier. In my earlier video made 2 weeks ago, a few of you commented on how many repetitions should you be able to do on a band before you move down to one with lesser resistance. In my opinion, if you could do 5 good repetitions, you're probably at the stage where you could move down a band. So this is me doing 5 repetitions with the green band. The bands are all colour coordinated, but not all suppliers or manufacturers use the same colour coding. Now I'm going to share with you the first tip in this video. Once you get your head and shoulders above the bar, I want you to imagine somebody's throwing a football and you've got to head it over the bar, as if you're trying to get it in the top back of the net. I think you'll probably understand what I'm saying once you see this demonstration. Okay, let's head that ball. So pull yourself up and head the ball, up and head the ball, throwing yourself forward in order to head that ball. Now let's get back to working through those bands. I've done 5 with the green, now I'm going to do 5 reps with the purple. If you're interested in purchasing these bands, they come from a company called FitBeast, and there is a link in the description below. You will also be able to find the chalk and a whole range of other calisthenics things as well. That's 5 completed. Now the next tip I'm going to share with you, I have previously shared on my earlier video, but I think it's definitely worth mentioning again. I want you to imagine you're standing by the front or the back of your car and you're about to slam the bonnet, the hood, the lid, whatever you want to call it, as hard as you can. That is the exact motion you need to go through when you're trying to propel yourself above the bar. We're now moving on to the black band, where once again I'll be doing 5 repetitions while trying to maintain good form, keeping my legs together and keeping my body as straight as I can. One of the differences between a pull-up and a muscle-up is with the pull-up you pull yourself straight up, but with a muscle-up you pull yourself around the bar. Now I'm just going to get the next band ready and then I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to show you a side angle so you understand fully what I mean. So here's me doing 3 repetitions, heading the ball into the back of the net, but in the shape of a curve as I come up around the bar and then head that ball into the back of the net. So now we move on to the red band, where we'll be once again doing 5 repetitions. I'll try and keep good form throughout this video, but as I'm working my way through, I do get a little bit tired, and therefore my legs aren't as straight towards the end of the video as they were at the beginning. What you're seeing now is more of a kipping muscle up. This is when you kip your legs up to give you some momentum to get you over that bar. I don't mind saying I've just turned 59 and I need all the help I can get. Next up is the yellow band. But first I just want to take you back to the earlier clip where it refers to the curve, and what I'll do is I'll do a couple of reps without any bands and you'll see the curve is still there. Unless you're an elite athlete, it's the only way you're going to get above that bar. Now this brings us nicely on to the next band, which is the yellow band. In my set, the yellow band offers the least resistance of any of the bands, and if you can do 5 repetitions with this one, you can do it without. It really is all in your head. So just to summarize, if you're still trying to get your first muscle up, work your way through the bands, but only change a band to a lesser band once you can do 5 repetitions in one set. It's a marathon and not a sprint. So now I'm going to go for 5 reps after a quick swig of coffee and a bit of chalk on my hands. I'm going to go for 5 reps of muscle ups without the bands. Now the chalk is really good if it's a damp condition or you're slightly hot and you're sweating a bit and you don't want any moisture coming off your hands. You want to be able to grip that bar really well. So there we go. You've got to slam the trunk or the lid or the bonnet of your car while heading the ball over the top. As you can see, I'm starting to pull my knees up to my chest a little bit, which is not surprising. I've done quite a few muscle ups while making this video and I'm getting a little bit tired. I'll be making another video all about kipping at a later date. And just for your entertainment, that's one that went wrong. If you've enjoyed watching this video, but you're not really at the position to do a muscle up or even a pull up, but you'd like to get started, well then maybe you should try this. I'm using a resistance band just to help me do pull-ups. It's a great way to get started. Please do leave a comment and I will try my very best to reply to every single one of you. I really do appreciate your feedback. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. The algorithm will absolutely love it, and I do too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.